Welcome back, everybody. Today's assignment, you're going to be working on multiplying numbers with decimals. I'm going to go through a quick example so you know what I'm expecting it to look like on your end. And so when we start off here, I'm looking at this problem, 4.29 times 2.5. We always want to start off with coming up with a reasonable estimate. Looking over here, it says, what would you expect my final answer to be close to? So if I'm looking at this, I can do 4 times 2, and 4 times 2 is 8. So I'd expect my final answer to be somewhat close to 8. So over here, I'm going to put the number 8. Then we go back over here and we actually do the multiplying in the problem. So I'm going to start off with 5 times 9. 5 times 9 is 45. So the 5 is going to go down here. And then I'm going to carry a 4. So that's what these boxes are up here for. I put a 4 up there. Now I'm going to do 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 4 is 14. So once again, the 4 goes down here. And then I carry the 1 up here. Now I'm going to do 5 times 4, which is 20. So 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 1 is 21. So I'm going to put 1 down here. And then 2 right there. So I get 21. Okay, so then the next thing you would do is you would cross out the numbers that we don't need anymore for the next part of the multiplication. So to do that, up here in the toolbar, there's a button that says line. You would click on that and you would create a line that goes across the numbers that we're not going to use. So I'm going to put a line across 1, and then a line across 4, and a line across 5, because we don't need those for the next part of the multiplication. So when I cross out the 5, I always put a placeholder down here. And now I'm going to start my multiplication. So I'm going to do 2 times 9. 2 times 9 is 18. So once again, 8 down here. And I carry the 1 over. And now I do 2 times 2, which is 4. Plus 1 is 5. So I'm going to put the 5 down here. And then I'm going to do 2 times 4, which is 8. So 8 is going to go down here. Okay, now that I'm done multiplying 2 times all of my numbers up here, I can cross out the 2 if I want to, but I really don't need to because we're not doing any more multiplication. So the next step would be to start adding. So I'm going to do 5 plus 0, which is 5. I'm going to do 4 plus 8, which is 12. So I'm going to put the 2 down here and carry the 1 up here in that empty box. Now I'm going to do 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 5 is 7. And I don't have any number to carry over, so then I'm just going to do 2 plus 8, which is 10. So 0 and 1, which is 10. So right now I have 10,725, but that's nowhere near our estimation of 8. So we're forgetting to do one thing. We're forgetting to move our decimal. So to move the decimal in the correct spot, we need to look at our two factors. My first factor, I have 2 digits to the right of the decimal. And my second factor, I have 1 digit to the right of the decimal. So in total, I have 1, 2, 3 digits that are to the right of my decimal. So in my product, or my final answer, I need 3 digits to the right of the decimal down here. So here's my decimal. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Now I have 3 digits to the right of my decimal. And my final answer is 10.725, which is a lot closer to 8 than what we originally had. 10,725 is nowhere near 8. 10.725 is pretty close to 8. So this is what your problems should look like when you're working through them and solving them. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your teacher.